I got a Daisy feeling. I got a Daisy feeling. Yeah.
You guys, thanks so much for coming back to part 2 of our reaction to Zoya Akhtar's Luck by Chance. I'm Jabby Kuwait, joined by Michael BOOSE. And yeah, as I said, this is part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, you should definitely check that out. If you want to watch the whole thing without any cuts or interruptions, become a Patreon member or a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction. Without further ado, let's get back into this. Here we go.
विक्रम, तेरा phone. रोमी रॉली प्रोडक्शन से वर्ष गिला कर रहा है. It's just a phone call.
It's the most important phone call of his life, Auntie.
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, मैं आ जाऊंगा. आप बता सकते हैं किस रोल के लिए?
The lead.
Yeah, the hero.
I'll be there. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, you gotta have a poker voice.
Yeah, right? Like, cool it. Don't let him know that you want it this bad.
Guess what? आज मुझे रोमी रॉली प्रोडक्शंस के ऑफिस से फोन आया.
Damn, and she's on the
No,
decent.
No, the worst timing possible.
3 साल बाद वो मुझे कहता है कि मैं कुछ नहीं बन सकती.
वो कमीना है और एक कमीना डिसाइड करेगा कि तुम कुछ बन सकती हो या नहीं.
That's the truth, man.
Yeah.
You gotta make your own destiny.
No matter how many times people say no to you, you just gotta keep going out and looking for that yes.
इतने दिनों तुमने किसी और पर भरोसा किया. अब अपने आप पर भरोसा करो.
That's some great advice.
Honestly, though, I really like the way he's handling this. You know, he just got a big thing, and instead of talking about it, he's like, hey, let me help you feel uplifted real quick.
I'm a little bit confused as to what that dude's angle was, though. The one that dismissed her. I'm like, did you want something from her? Like, what was that about?
Yeah, it also felt really sleazy in the beginning, and then there was like zero payoff on that.
हमें कामयाबी तक जाना होता है.
Gotta stick together like Toby and Leo. I've done so many commercials, I can't remember how many at this point.
I will say, I am always the most nervous sitting in the room when there's like other people around, just because I'm like looking at like, okay, how prepared are you? Oh, you're running over your lines, so I feel better about you. But like, you just are sitting there with cool confidence. I really like how the cinematography and vibe of this entire scene has like taken a big shift from like the cute romantic scene before to like something that feels more like a Jason Bourne action movie.
Oh,
almost.
gotcha, yeah.
Like,
well, it feels that way. He's been waiting all day.
My name is Vikram. I'm 25 years old. मेरी height 5'9" है. अब सवाल ये नहीं है कि मैं मरता हूँ या जीता हूँ.
He's not even paying attention.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's blowing bubbles in his tea.
ये लड़का कहीं मिला है मुझे. I know this boy.
Oh, she doesn't remember.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she can't remember.
Can't remember.
So is this the lead role?
Of course.
Sir, thank you very much.
अब ज़्यादा थैंक यू मत बोलो. डिसाइड कुछ नहीं हुआ. समझे?
जी.
देखो एक्टर हम भी रह चुके हैं.
I believe the news roll said you were a failed actor.
ये तुम नीना जी को कैसे जानते हो?
सर जानता कहाँ हूँ, बस एक बार मिला हूँ उनसे. उन्होंने स्क्रीन टेस्ट देखा मेरा.
अरे उनकी बेटी इस पिक्चर की हीरोइन है. भाई साहब नीना जी और मैं, डिसीजन तो हम तीनों को ही लेना ना.
It's all coming together.
I wouldn't do that. I would just make myself more nervous.
Yeah.
My whole thing when I'm dealing with situations like this is to take my head out of it as much as possible.
Not think too much about it.
Yeah.
So that way you don't like suddenly get jittery and nervous.
Yeah.
I agree. The less I think about it, the better, until like right at the moment, and then I just can kind of do it. He's back. Competition.
He's taller too.
Yeah. And just a little bit more muscly.
Oh my God, this feeling is too real.
Are you having flashbacks?
Yeah.
To every audition room ever?
कल मैं यहाँ ये सीन लेने आया था. तो रंजीत साहब को किसी से बात करते हुए सुना तुम्हारे बारे में.
Oh, now he's trying to get into his head though.
वो कह रहे थे कि कुणाल में कॉन्फिडेंस है, उसमें वो अग्रेशन है जो इस रोल में चाहिए.
Is this true? Is he making this up?
He's making it up. He's so making it up. He's like the aggression required for the role, so he's gonna change his read for
Yeah.
it.
Good luck.
That's evil.
Nice game. Nice game.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Hey.
नर्वस हो?
थोड़ा सा.
The opposite issue could happen where she's into him. That's not a bad position to be in, to be honest.
No, I
with
guess
you.
not. No, I mean, like, you know, big time movie star thinks you're hot stuff.
Well, she's married, so.
All right. Taking.
He was an old acquaintance. You talking about the
Rishi Kapoor. I thought Rishi was her husband. I don't know. I'm confused.
I don't know.
जो बात शब्दों में नहीं कही जा सकती, वो फूलों से तो कही जा सकती है.
He just grabs a prop. That's
Clever,
great.
clever.
What is he doing? I'm sorry.
नहीं, वो फूल नहीं थे तो मैंने सोचा कुछ तो देना चाहिए. वैसे इतना बुरा भी नहीं.
Nice move. Nice move. Clever.
Okay, okay. Come on, let's take it from the
Yes, sir. No more horsing around.
He's so good.
वो दूसरा लड़का कुणाल बिल्कुल यंग शमी कपूर दिखता है.
नहीं भाई साहब, ये विक्रम बेटर है. वो कुणाल का टेस्ट देखा आपने? बहुत ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट है.
Got him.
तूने उसकी बॉडी देखी है? एक दो सीन में उसकी शर्ट उतरवा देना, ये होगा.
All you need are some shirtless pics.
I agree with नीना जी. मुझे भी विक्रम ज्यादा पसंद है. There's something cute about Ranjit. I think he'll drive the girls crazy.
Well, he's got a very natural approach.
He does. Yeah.
डिटेल्स में नहीं जाऊंगा. बहुत ऑपोजिशन थी तुम्हारे लिए.
What a
I
jerk.
just love watching him spin every single interaction to make him look better.
पापा से कुछ पैसे लोन मांग लो. जितनी जल्दी हो सके मुझे एक फ्लैट ऑर्गेनाइज कर लेना चाहिए.
क्यों? मोहिनी मासी का घर अब तुझे छोटा लगने लगा है?
Where's the grandfather clock? Please show me that the grandfather clock is okay.
मुझे तो सहारा होता है तेरे यहाँ रहने से.
Yeah, live rent free as long as you can.
Yeah, honestly though.
Unless you're trying to bring back babes to the apartment or something, then that's a little different.
That is a little different. But he's already got his babe and she's got an apartment.
That's Capucci.
Who?
Capucci, my little doggy. Vikram, say hi.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Oh no. He's standing there like, what have I gotten myself into?
How much are they paying you?
वो कह रहे थे 50,000. रोमी जी का कहना है कि 5 शायद उनका कुछ लकी नंबर है.
रॉली साहब का बस चले तो उनका लकी नंबर 0 हो.
Oh, boy. His number's going to
How about
triple.
them?
Oh, boy.
Yep, she's gonna advocate
कहीं वो
for
बुरा
him.
ना मान ले कि मैंने आपसे.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. मैंने recommend किया.
It's her money.
Yeah,
She
it's
controls
true.
the funds.
You're right, she's in charge of everything.
Oh, snap. Delicious, delicious.
Oh.
She's into you.
She
तो अब
coming
मुझे
for
मिल रहे
you.
हैं 5 लाख. 5 lakhs. नीना जी की मेहरबानी.
God, how do you translate that?
मीना जी की मेहरबानी है तुमने अपना
I'm assuming it's a bigger amount.
It's much bigger. It might be. Okay, I'm going to get corrected hard for this, I'm sure, but I think it's around 500,000 rupees.
Okay.
एक महीने के लिए जा रहे. बोर हो जाऊंगे.
क्यों? Sad songs गाया करना. कभी अलविदा ना कह.
What's going to happen when the mom starts
Like hitting on him hard.
properly? Yeah. Gonna have a hashtag him too movement.
Yeah, right? Oh my god. Well, he knows exactly what he's doing, unfortunately.
I don't think he realizes that she's into him.
Maybe.
I've been in that same situation where I had no idea.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of hot producer moms hitting on you?
The star of a project I was working on.
Yikes.
Yeah.
वैसे आजकल थिएटर से तो काफी लोग आ गए ना बॉलीवुड में.
Please, ये Bollywood मत कहिए. I hate that word. We are the Hindi film industry. Excuse me.
That was accurate.
Yeah.
There's a section of people in Bollywood who hate the word Bollywood so much. I didn't realize it went that far back. I thought that was a new thing.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I guess it's the like fighting between the people that want to adopt more Hollywood mannerisms and the people who want to keep like Bollywood or the Hindi film industry more, I guess, original.
Its own identity. Yeah.
Yeah.
नीना जी का है?
She's sleeping. अगर उनको पता चला कि मैं इस वक्त यहाँ बैठी हूँ, she'd be very angry.
She's a troublemaker.
Oh no. Red flags, warning bells, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Nice jacket.
इस कमरे में सारे कपड़े मेरे हैं, सिवाय उनके जो तुम पहनी।
Very funny.
Oh my god, you're so funny. Wow.
That's like the classic flirt.
Yep. All you need is the little like laugh and the arm tap or whatever. Yep.
सब लोग को लगता है कि स्टार किड्स को सब कुछ ऐसे ही मिल जाता है। इतना इजी नहीं है।
So what?
Don't do it. Stay strong. Well.
तो तुम भी निकी हो।
You're getting really close, dude.
Yeah, that's a little close.
तुम्हारी कोई गर्लफ्रेंड है?
The answer is yes. Oh God, no! Well, there it is, folks.
Can you believe it?
Yo, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I can't be mad at him. I understand what he's doing is wrong. I get it.
He's playing the game. He's playing the game, unfortunately, and doing everything he can to ingratiate himself with the star makers.
Yeah.
But still, like, does it have to be at the expense of his girlfriend?
बेटे कल मैं बम्बई जा रही हूँ, तेनियार अंकल से मीटिंग है।
Mom.
This is prime for a graduate situation, though.
Yeah, honestly, though, I'm really waiting for Mom to come in hot.
Okay. Bye guys. Have a safe journey. Bye Tanya. Bye.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if the end of this film was at a church.
Yeah, right? Driving away on the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
He just kind of like loses all happiness.
Why is that light out there?
Yeah.
I ask the dumbest questions. I'm sorry. It's broad daylight. You know, it's.
They had to show that it's a movie set. If you don't have light, like big lighting fixtures on, it's not a movie set.
Yeah. Because it looks like they're just shooting natural light.
Yeah, 100%. Like, if anything,
you have a diffuser.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe a bounce just to get like a good lighting angle on her face. All these technical terms for folks that have zero idea about sets and films.
Yeah, because the kind of light you need in this kind of environment has to be so bright because it's competing with the sun.
Yeah, exactly. So it's easier to just like manufacture a little bit of the reflections and diffusion in order to make it look as natural as possible without having to bring in a whole bunch of lights that just aren't going to do much.
Anyway, तू ज़्यादा मत सोच। ये पूछ कि मैं कहाँ से फोन कर रही हूँ। अब कहाँ है तू? विक्रम के होटल में। क्या? उसे मत बताना। उसको सरप्राइज दूँगी मैं। तू आई कब?
Oh no, here it comes.
Yeah.
Good thing she walked away. Wow.
Oh, that was so close.
Luck by chance.
Yep, there you go.
Hi. हैरान हो गए क्या?
Uh-huh, yeah. Look, the real world's back.
कहाँ ठहरी हो?
With you, I thought.
मैंने तो सोचा था कि तुम्हारे साथ ही
जरा awkward हो जाएगा। वो यहाँ प्रोड्यूसर के खर्चे पे रह रहा हूँ।
That's a good excuse.
Okay,
that's
yeah,
a great
solid,
excuse.
solid.
Yo.
All right.
Solid excuse.
Man, he's great on his feet, that's for sure.
तुम्हारा निकी का कुछ चल रहा है क्या?
बिल्कुल नहीं। किसने कहा?
Who told you? That's such a suspicious question.
Well, I mean, that's the English translation.
I guess you're right. You're right. So it may be lost in translation.
We don't actually know. Oh, shit! Everybody
sees. Your first film and you're already starting drama.
Yo, Sylvester Stallone.
Go on.
After Rocky.
पक्का खबर है मेरे पास
तू आइटम के हेड ड्रेसर को जानती है रत्ना? वो बोल रही थी उस दिन वो सवेरे उसके बेडरूम में गई थी।
Uh-oh.
तो कब समझी ये दुनियादारी को?
It's a bizarre industry. Okay.
इतनी बड़ी फिल्म में हीरो का रोल मिला है। समझ रही है तो कुछ?
He's playing the lead because of her. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, that's because she handed off her pictures when she got rejected. But like, you were suspicious of it too. So like, why are you telling her to stop when you were the one who called her and was like, "Hey, is something happening between him and Nikki?"
Yeah. It would have been better not to say anything yet.
Honestly.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है नीना जी।
Sure.
थोड़ा जोक वो कर लेते हैं। That's it.
तो जूते मुंह पे मारूंगी सारे दांत निकल आएंगे तेरे।
बेवकूफ समझती मुझे। देखो मीडिया सिर्फ सेंसेशन ढूंढता है।
That's right.
और अगर उन्हें ऐसा लगा
Every aspect of your life will be under a microscope now.
या ऐसा कुछ।
But mom, there's nothing like that.
I know, of course. तुम दोनों दोस्त हो, आपस में जोक वगैरह करते हो बस। इस वक्त होना ये चाहिए कि हर लड़की ये सोचे कि काश ये मेरा
Oh
बॉयफ्रेंड।
my, that's the facts.
There it is. There it is.
Yep.
क्या है? काश ये मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड।
This has been true forever.
Yes. You can't portray yourself as taken. Everybody's got to be in love with you and be able to put themselves in the shoes of whatever romantic person you're across from.
I mean, किसी को गलत इंप्रेशन भी क्यों हो?
ये समझ गया मैं क्या कह रही हूँ। जैसे कि इस वक्त इतने नजदीक नहीं बैठना चाहिए।
Oh, they chose the wrong shirt for her for that shot.
Yeah,
It was blown out.
Flashbang.
सोना मुझे बरसोवा में एक
Oh, he actually, well, I guess considering how much money he's been paid.
कुछ दोस्त आ रहे हैं। तुम आ जाओगी तो
It is 100% understandable why she's upset, but you got to know like this industry is just wrought with all this kinds of stuff all the time. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, think about the kinds of scenes that you're doing. You know.
Oh, the clips.
But you know what though? What's so cool about this is she was always the goal when they were at the bar.
Yeah, that's true.
अपने टैलेंट पे चलता है और इस लड़की के काम के बारे में बड़े बोल नहीं बोलता। टचवुड, volcano of talent.
Volcano of talent.
Volcano of talent.
I love
That's
that.
great.
तुम मेरे एक दोस्त को जानते हो, सोना मिश्रा।
Uh-oh.
तुम वो तमीर
पालक के पनीर के होने चाहिए।
सोना कौन?
हमारी एक फ्रेंड
एक्सपेरिमेंट तौर का पकोड़ास
नहीं सर।
She's at, I thought I'm confused. So are they actually dating now? Like, is it just on the down low?
Or maybe they're like presenting and doing the like.
Oh my God!
Another cameo.
More movie stars, yeah.
You do this well. It's good.
Ah,
Did they have a thing before?
She's got a thing for him. There's a bigger fish than you.
Hey, Nikki, how are you?
Good, good. And you?
I'm alright. Getting along. Give my salam to your mom.
Sure.
He's just distractingly gorgeous.
Exactly.
Like, that whole scene, I could not take my eyes off of him.
उसे तुम्हें थैंक यू बोला?
मुझे क्यों?
I mean, he's only at this party because you left that film. इंडस्ट्री में आउटसाइडर्स ऐसे ही तो आते हैं। कोई अलग तरह का रोल लिखता है, बड़ा स्टार नहीं करता, एंड फाइनली एक नए लड़के को ब्रेक मिल जाता है।
निकी और उसके साथ जो नया लड़का आ रहा है, they're having an affair.
विक्रम जैसे।
Anyways, निकी की एक फ्रेंड है, तान्या।
Is it an affair if she's not married?
उसके घर पे, well, that's why they have their rendezvous.
Are you sure?
Don't ask me stupid questions. Just go follow the story.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I was gonna tell her. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Double confirmation.
Stop. She's already dead.
Damn, I feel so bad for her.
I did like it hurts worse that she was the one who handed off his pictures that like ultimately got him the role.
Yeah, well, she did what she was supposed to do.
Yeah.
The thing is, fuck. With that kind of thing, I just have. If I'm dating someone in the industry, my trust is reduced by 75%. Like, I can't help it. You know, like if my girlfriend books a role like that in a movie, I'm immediately like, all right. All right.
His middle name could very well be the user.
Gotta start working out, doing action shots myself.
The first rung on the ladder of his
I love this.
The juxtaposition, I wouldn't have even noticed that.
विक्रम लगभग उसके घर में ही रहने लगा. सच तो ये है कि
बेकारी के दिन विक्रम.
This is it, man. This is what happens all the time.
Yeah, they just immediately run you through the mud.
Here was a boy who managed to charm both mother and daughter.
यूनिट के एक मेंबर ने हमें बताया कि आउटडोर शूटिंग में विक्रम
दिन में नीना से नैन लड़ाता था
और रात को निकी के साथ आंख में झोली खेल रहा.
Oh.
And now perhaps he is waiting for the release and success of his first film, so he would get a chance to kick Nina and Nikki on their faces and look for new pastures.
That's when I hide.
Yeah.
कहा था ना तुमसे कैसे दूर रहना.
मगर माँ,
अगर तुम उस 2 टके के लड़के को फिर मिले ना.
But you told me तुम्हारी कोई गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है.
सोना मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है.
She was.
She was literally just told, don't see him anymore.
Yeah, and now...
दिल्ली से आया हुआ एक लड़का who till yesterday was a nobody. नीना की बेटी के साथ उसकी अफेयर की न्यूज़ छपे तो उसे ही तो फायदा होगा.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean...
Mom ठीक कह रही थी.
She makes a good point. Women come out of these things way worse than men do in the press cycle.
तुम उनकी बुलशिट सुनने के बजाय अगर थोड़ी बहुत एक्टिंग सीखने की कोशिश करो तो शायद तुम्हारा भी कुछ फायदा हो जाएगा.
Damn. That was cruel.
Yeah, that's just mean.
How dare you talk to me like this? Ever call me again?
This is just like what he did to his friend. Like, at the beginning. Like, hey, you're a bad actor. I've thought it all the time. So I'm not at fault here.
This is a very interesting film because it you don't know how to feel about your main character.
Yeah.
एक बात सुन लो. मेरी पहली पिक्चर रिलीज होने वाली है and I don't need the shit.
What shit?
तुम्हें अपना नाम अपनी फोटो प्रेस में देखने का इतना शौक है तो खुद कुछ करके दिखाओ.
Damn, dude.
Whoa. Just going full attack mode.
मेरे बारे में इस तरह बात करने से तुम्हारा कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा सोना. Do you understand that?
I fully believe that what he's accusing her of is a thing that happens.
I'm sure,
but
yeah.
Clearly, but it's just sad because here she didn't do anything. She literally gave him distance.
See, the problem is you dated the girl who was friends with a tabloid writer. So, obviously he's gonna have the scoop on the two of you just based off...
क्या है?
अरे यार सोना, listen, सुनो मेरी बात यार.
ये क्या है?
सुनो. अरे listen to me यार.
The amount of times this guy had to be hit in order to get these shots.
He deserved that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's
doing his job.
He's doing his job. I don't know. I think paparazzi deserves it when they're...
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
it's funky.
You're right.
It's so weird how that symbol over here means
something entirely different. Yeah. I know. I caught them on the top of the movie theater right at the beginning, and I was like, "Wait a second.
Well,
hang on."
It was initially, as far as Hitler was concerned, it was initially a peace symbol from Buddhism, and he appropriated, but.
Down in front.
The jelly.
भाई साहब, उसकी फोटो मैंने लाके दी थी आपको. हाँ. याद है आपको वो लड़की सोना मिश्रा? वो लाई थी फोटो कि मेरा कजन है.
याद नहीं है सतीश वो स्टूडियो में मिलने आई थी.
Yeah, you messed up.
कहाँ से लड़के की फोटो आई और कैसे कहाँ पहुँची?
सफाई जड़ी बना लो मुझे तो. हाय, तो बात करो.
लो, अब इसके भी फोन आने लगे.
Now he wants to work with him.
विक्रम का फोन आया था. फोन कर लेना उसे.
आपने विक्रम के साथ बात की?
हाँ, पिक्चर बहुत बड़ी हिट हो गई है. प्रोड्यूसर्स तुम दोनों को एक साथ कास्ट करना चाहेंगे.
Oh.
इसी जुबान से आपने कहा था कि और आज वो हिट हो गया है तो
You want me back together.
What person are you?
It's business.
Yep.
मैं तो समझ ही नहीं पाती.
This is outside of the realm of emotions.
कॉन्वेंट्स में पढ़ी हो, गाड़ियों में घूमी हो, ऐशो आराम से
You gotta
रही हो।
survive. Yep.
किसी गंदी चाली के एक कमरे में पूरे फैमिली के साथ नहीं रही ना। 16 बरस की थी जब मेरी माँ ने जबरदस्ती मुझे प्रोड्यूसर्स के साथ।
Damn. Oh, gross.
Whoa.
We have great on-screen chemistry.
Acting is in my blood.
I'm single.
कहाँ गायब हो?
I wish I was into beer. I cannot stand beer at all.
As I've gotten older, I've gotten more into it, but my hometown has some really excellent like hometown breweries.
Just can't.
Top tier. Mwah. Mwah.
I drink it reluctantly, begrudgingly every time because it's the only thing in the room available.
Yeah, yeah.
But I hate beer. What? Shah Rukh Khan?
Like I said, all of Bollywood is in this movie apparently. Every single one.
Oh, congratulations. I've been hearing very good things about you.
Thank you so much.
Come have a drink with us.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Wow. Oh my God.
Can you imagine if Tom Cruise walked in the room and he's like, have a drink with me?
us.
You know?
That'd be insane. You'd drink beer for that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
End of roles. अगर सोचो तो तुम्हारी पहली फिल्म ने तुम्हें चुना, लेकिन अब जो तुम करोगी, तुम चुनो. You.
It's interesting because Shah Rukh Khan also was not born in the industry. Like he was an outsider. They were just talking about him earlier in the movie, how he was an outsider. He doesn't come from a film family.
विक्रम, स्टारडम एक कॉकटेल है, बहुत खतरनाक नशा है. लेकिन एक बात मैंने बहुत जल्दी समझ ली थी. उन्हें मत भूलो, वे तुम्हें तब जानते थे जब तुम कुछ नहीं थे.
Lift as you climb.
गलती हुई मुझसे. फिर तुम अचानक वहीं आ गई और मेरी कुछ समझ में नहीं आया कि तुम्हें कैसे फेस करूं.
Yeah. Come on, dude. Like, this is
Yeah, now you're apologizing after the whole thing has blown over well for you.
Yeah.
अब क्या चाहते हो?
मैं बस तुम्हारे बारे में सोचता रहता हूँ. कैसे भूल जाऊं तुमने किस तरह मेरा साथ दिया है.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, he owes her, like, something.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you know, at least use your clout to get her career going even more.
Yeah.
मुझे एक एंकर, एक सपोर्ट की जरूरत है और वो तुम ही हो.
Too little, too late, man. Too little, too late.
You don't need him, girl. You can do better.
You can do better than him.
मैं तुम्हारी बात पूरे ध्यान से सुन रही थी. कैसे मैं तुम्हारी जिंदगी का एक हिस्सा थी. कैसे मैंने तुम्हारा साथ दिया. कैसे मैं आज भी एक सपोर्ट, एक एंकर बन सकती हूँ.
The anchor thing. There it is. That bothered her. That was the trigger word.
इसमें मेरी जिंदगी का मेरा जिक्र कहाँ है बताओ? आज तुम गिल्टी फील कर रहे हो. इसीलिए आए हो.
She saw straight through him.
इसमें तुम्हारी कोई गलती नहीं है.
Some interesting lighting.
Yeah.
तुम भी क्या कर सकते हो? कुछ लोग होते हैं ऐसे.
Damn.
Wow.
That's kind of mean. But what he did was messed up. So.
Yeah, he was kind of vicious in his heated moments, so I think it's about time someone took him down a peg.
13 बरस तक कानपुर में यही चर्चा रही कि अकाउंटेंट मिश्रा जी की मजली लड़की भाग गई. फिर शहर में कोई और स्कैंडल हो गया और लोग मुझे भूल भाल गए. मगर मेरे पेरेंट्स ने आज तक फोन पर भी मुझसे बात नहीं की.
Wow.
आज मैं रोज सुबह उठकर सिर्फ काम पर नहीं जाती हूँ, बल्कि वो काम करने जाती हूँ जिससे मुझे खुशी मिलती है. कितने लोग होंगे इस दुनिया में जो ये कह सकते हैं?
Playing Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
मैं बड़ी फिल्म स्टार नहीं बन सकी. इस बात का दुख हो सकता है मुझे, या फिर इस बात की खुशी हो सकती है कि मैं एक एक्ट्रेस हूँ जो ढंग का काम कर रही है और ठीक-ठाक पैसे कमा रही है. मैंने खुश रहने का फैसला किया है.
I love the advice. Oh, I thought they were gonna like rack focus and it was gonna be his face on the billboard.
I like that they resisted the temptation to that.
Yeah.
Well, now they get it.
Oh well, here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you imagine though, like having to face that every day? The person who broke you.
Yeah, that'd be rough. I don't know if I'd be able to like walk down the street.
That's the issue with dating within the industry, though. Is like You know, you date someone who blows up, and then you got to look at their face on these big movie posters and stuff like that.
All over the place, plastered everywhere you go. You like cannot escape them. Wait a second.
Amir Khan! Raj Kumar Hirani.
Okay, you were talking about a Graduate ending, right?
Oh, yeah, kind of. It's kind of that.
Just a little bit.
It's bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
Anurag Kashyap.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is where they thank all of the cameos.
Yeah. Shah Rukh Khan. Yeah. I really liked it.
Well, that was a fun look inside world of Bollywood.
I really liked that a lot.
That was super good.
So, to date, Zoya Akhtar has not disappointed. Every film I've seen of hers has been fantastic.
Yeah, that was really great.
I thought it was very strong. The acting was great. The insightfulness, the insight into the industry that it gives you.
Yes.
The twists, like some of those twists you can kind of see coming, but the way that the film concluded, it's very unlike Bollywood.
Right.
You know, because these two characters don't end up together at the end. And it's very bittersweet because she doesn't exactly come out supremely on top. Like, he still kind of came out with the bigger profile in the industry. He's huge. His face is on the billboard. Hers is not.
Right. She's just making it as a soap opera star and things like that.
Yeah, she's learned to be content with what she's had this whole time. That is actual happiness. You know, funny enough, it's like, because we keep thinking like the next Everest, the next mountain, that's where happiness is. And then if you get there and there's like, oh, there's another Everest to get to. And real happiness is being able to be content and enjoy what you have in front of you, like right now, and enjoy the process. We get so caught up in the minutia of things and the constant movement of things, and we're constantly getting to like some arbitrary abstract goal that we've sort of set, and it's like never real. And then you get 5 years later, you're like, wait, what was all this about? You know, and it can waste a lot of energy on unhappiness that way, you know? And she found her way back basically to herself. It almost felt kind of like the experience I had with the book, what's it called? The Alchemist. Where, you know, it comes back full circle. I'm not going to say how. But,
no spoilers for the book.
But it comes back full circle. I feel bad for you because like this is the first Bollywood experience you've had, and it's like it's actually not too dissimilar to my first proper Bollywood experience,
right?
Which is with, funny enough, Anurag Kashyap, his film. He's the guy who was like reading the script,
right? Okay, yeah,
yeah. His film that I watched is called Gangs of Wasseypur. And it's kind of an anti-Bollywood film as well. It's
interesting.
Like, it's very intense. It's very gritty. It talks about Bollywood within the movie. Anyway, yeah, like your entry into Bollywood is similar to mine, is what I'm saying.
I was going to say, like, I'm very thankful to have watched it with someone who's so well-versed in Bollywood, because I would not have caught the cameos in any way, shape, or form. So just, like, your excitement and, like, oh my gosh, that's this person or that person or the other person, like, really helped the experience of the film, because like I could feel like I see, like, it's really a deep cut into Bollywood because it's got all of the cameos. Like, yeah, here we're looking at the IMDb and it's just self. One
of the people I didn't call out was Raj Kumar Hirani, who is a huge director. Like, I'm gonna show you his films at some point, and you're gonna like all of them. You will like all of his movies without a doubt. And he was in the movie. I'm like, I saw his face. I'm like, I recognize this dude, but
where do I know him from?
I'm like, dang it. I can't. I was going to cuss in Italian. I was like, I cannot figure out why I know his face so well. And the part of the issue is, like I said, they're like younger than like their more recent films and whatever. So sometimes it was like, I feel a lack of confidence in calling someone out, because I'm like, maybe they just look like the person I'm thinking of. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
anyway.
They've got that vaguely similar look. Like, okay, you've got the similar jaw structure and everything, but are you really this person? And I don't want to get called out in the comments for not recognizing them.
Exactly. What was really fascinating was how similar the two industry, like Bollywood and Hollywood, can be.
Oh my gosh.
It's wild. Like, the heartache, the things you go through, the strife, the competition, and how, it's like the cutthroatness of our main character was kind of hinted at. You know, when he was in the room. Sorry to pivot on you guys. But he's in the room with the guy who he's up against, the one dude. And he's like, hey, you know, they actually were talking about you the other day. And they were like, they really liked your confidence. That was such a savage move.
You know, she was talking about how he's kind of selfish and he does a lot of things to help himself in that like end monologue and things like that. And that one was really the moment where I was like, whoa, he's willing to do whatever he has to, even sabotage a fellow actor in order to get this role.
That's what you encounter all the time in the industry, though. That's the thing. And you know, there's plenty of people who work in the industry and are very loyal to their partners. I just feel like this kind of thing can happen anytime, and it could easily be the shoes on the other foot. She could have gone off to be a big star, and he's left behind, and she ends up in another relationship. It just so happened this time, you know, he was the one. It was the guy who was the jerk, sleeping with a co-star. But this happens all the time, you know, and it sucks. I've made a rule that like. I'm very big on not dating actresses. Right. And it's no disrespect to them. Like, they're obviously... It sucks because actresses are the ones that take care of themselves the best.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see the point you're making.
I'm all about taking care of yourself and, like, with the fitness and the health and all that stuff. It's like, no one does it better than an actress, right? Right. They have all the things, and they have, like, a whole portfolio of skills, like rowing boats and riding horses. Martial arts.
Like multi-talented folks. You know, they got the XYZ skills.
But it's like, it's too dangerous. I feel like I'm going to get my heart broken for some reason. It's like I dated an actress for 3 years, and I was like, yo, I cannot know when you do a kissing scene. I just can't. It's going to fuck me up. I don't want to know. I had a weird experience that was similar to Farhan Akhtar's. Not like this. I'm obviously not like a big movie star.
Right.
But like,
I was gonna say name drops.
Yeah.
Like who's your big movie star that you dated?
I wouldn't do that. No, but I was working on a short film with some noteworthy names, and the main actress took a liking to me, and I didn't realize it until way later. And then things happened, and it got hairy. I can't get into it because there's like
he signed an NDA.
No.
It's just the whole thing.
It's gonna derail this conversation completely. It's just not. But like
back to the film. Back to the film.
On the flip side, though, I do know a stunt guy who was dating an actress, and I looked at that and I was like, dude, she's on the rise. I feel like something's gonna happen there.
Right.
And eventually they ended up breaking up. She broke up with him. I found out through the grapevine that it was because she was on the rise, and like she was
cutting ties so she could do the thing.
But like, I don't know if she was dating anyone else.
Right. Okay. So maybe doing the good thing.
Yeah. I have no idea. But like that kind of thing happens all the time. It's if whoever the bigger one is might let go of the smaller one, and not the other way. It doesn't happen the other way unless it's Julia Roberts for some reason. But I don't know what that's about. I can't get over that. I can't get over it. This camera guy cheated on Julia Roberts. It just blows my mind. Like, dude, that's Julia Roberts.
Yeah, what are you doing, dude?
Most beautiful smile in the world. What are you doing? Like, maybe there's something wrong with her, but like, most beautiful smile in the world, and you're gonna cheat on her? What, are you crazy? Anyway, everything looks rosy in the movies.
Yep.
But real life is different. That's what that was saying to me. That was the commentary there for me.
I did enjoy that commentary, and like you said, kind of the dream world versus real world juxtaposition was really beautifully done. And so like I definitely see what they were doing there, but I do agree with you that some of the song and dance breaks, like, and I know it's a Bollywood thing, and it's like kind of a classic thing that you have these dance moments in these films, but they just sort of felt a little more out of place.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So Karan Johar was the one talking to Hrithik at the party.
You're right.
And so he's a big film producer, big film director. I think more so producer now than director. He's still he is directing still, but it's less often. It's more producing and being a personality. Oh, so Sanjay Kapoor, I saw him in the ad for Fabulous Lives of Bollywood Wives. And so what happened was I was at a screening of something, and after the screening I saw him sitting, and I was like, there's no way that's the guy, and I didn't know his name at the time, but I walked up to him and I'm like, this is a weird question, but do you work in Bollywood? He goes, yeah, I do. And I go, oh, cool. I tried to like make small talk, and it was awkward because I didn't even remember his name, and I'm like,
oh no.
And I was like, I saw you on your show, Fabulous Lives of Bollywood Wives. He goes, that's not my show. That's my wife's show.
He's like, please do not associate me with that.
No, I mean, I don't know. He's in the show quite a bit. So, but like, I had no idea just like what was in his acting portfolio. Like, I did not expect to see him here, and like, he did such a great job.
He was really good.
Yeah, as that director, because
Yes.
he owned that personality with the hat and
did.
everything. Like the way he played off of Hrithik and the little dialogue they were having as they tried to negotiate with each other.
Yeah, and they're like all like friendly and like glad handing in front of one another, and then the moment they walk out, he's like, he's a dumb idiot with that stupid hat, and he's like, this actor's trying to get me to pay him more. Stupid.
Dimple Kapadia was fantastic as the mom.
She was incredible.
Oh, she was in Tenet. That's why I recognized her.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, let me just scream real loud and blow your guys' ears out. Rip headphone users. Oh my god. No. Okay, I know exactly who she is now.
I've seen her a few times. I just couldn't quite place her. So she's one of those big actresses, right? Where I'm like, I know I should be more familiar with her. I know I should know her name like that, but I don't, and I feel bad. But now, yeah, okay, so
again, one of those actresses where you like point at the screen and it's like, I know you, but I don't know where from.
So Tenet was the one that is the most like, that's the easiest thing where it flashes in my mind. Oh, I saw her in Pathaan as well recently. I just, for some reason, I just can't quite place her. How did you feel about the story? Like, because I'm sure that you had a certain level of expectation, right? Like knowing it's Bollywood, and I'm sure it kind of took you in a direction that you weren't expecting.
No, I did like kind of the subversion at the ending where it wasn't necessarily a happy ending. Like he got what he wanted, but at what cost?
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, both of them really got kind of what they wanted, but at what cost? And I loved her last monologue as she's like walking through the crowd at the end and being like, I could either try and pursue, like you were saying, the next Everest and the next peak, constantly be chasing the next thing and never be happy, or I can be like, hey, I'm a working actress. Yeah. I've got a show. I'm making a living doing what I want, and that makes me happy. And I think that's like, being in the industry, that's kind of what you've got to figure out is like, how are you happy with where you are now? Like, you can continue striving for the next thing and the next big career move and things like that, but like, you also got to stop and like smell the flowers, because like then you could end up like Vikram, where suddenly all of your friends that you had aren't there anymore.
Well, they were, but he was just so
crappy to them.
It just seemed like they were kind of hanging on to him.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like, it's hard to say. It's when you're in the film industry, you're going to encounter a lot of people who are very opportunistic, and it gets hard to see sometimes the difference between someone who's your pal and someone who's just clinging to you because there's an opportunity there.
They want to be close to fame, and they want to be able to like springboard off of you into whatever fame they're going to get.
Yeah. One of the interesting things that popped up into my head that I don't want to spend too much time on, but I want to just mention, is when Dimple Kapadia was like, I hate that term Bollywood, because so much just in art is borrowed from something else. And Bollywood has been called out by its own fans many times for copying other films or whatever, like stuff from Korea or stuff from America, and doing its own version, and some of which I've really enjoyed, actually. And some that really frustrates some people. And I'm like, so what that it sounds like Hollywood or the name is borrowed from that? It's fine. But I'm also not from India,
right?
And so it doesn't. I don't have as much to be upset about there, I suppose.
You're not actually in the culture and the industry vying for its own uniqueness,
identity.
An identity.
But like, if it works, it works. You know, that's my whole thing. And I don't think people should be hung up on that, but I do understand that there are people who really hate that word simply because it's borrowing from Hollywood. I get it, but the thing is, that word is so magical. It's like, it has, to me, the word Bollywood has so much more positive associations even at a cursory glance, than the word Hollywood. Hollywood has a lot of negative connotations to it, like, oh, you're so Hollywood. That's, it's like, acting all Hollywood on me, which is essentially the same as saying you're big leaguing me. Whereas Bollywood is associated with that vibrant song and dance and whatever. I understand they're cliche stereotypes that we're talking about now, but like these ideas are just like awesome. And so I'm like, yo, own that shit. Like, that's cool.
Absolutely.
The term The Big Bang Theory was a joke when that was first used. It was a joke made by a scientist who hated The Big Bang Theory, and then everyone else in the science community was like,
we're just gonna take that name.
Yo, that's actually dope. we're gonna keep that.
Thank you for a really stylish moniker. We appreciate it.
And so Farhan Akhtar, with the help of his sister Zoya, they've worked together a number of times, and he's also a director. So he managed to do a lot of. They even called it out in the movie of like the more subtle acting.
Okay.
Where it's more just realistic. They're going for the realism versus the flowery,
the big, like over the top, like grand gestures and puffed up chest.
I like that a lot. I think that style of acting, it might be me being a product of this generation.
Right.
But I think that the more realistic acting is a lot more enjoyable for me than the very over-the-top flowery acting. It has its own place, Yeah. It works for, the more theater, when I say theater, I mean in the classical sense, the more theater type movies. Like if you're doing Romeo and Juliet, how do you do that without it having flair? You know what I mean?
Shakespeare's a hard one not to bring flair to, just in like the nature of the language that you're using.
Exactly. And Konkona Sen Sharma, I feel like I've seen her a number of times. I wouldn't be able to call out any of her movies.
She was great. She was stunning.
So I have seen her. I think I watched Lipstick Under My Burqa. I can't remember for sure. But I have seen her before. Nothing that's like popping out hard as I'm scrolling through her IMDb. But I thought she did a fantastic job. She was a great pick.
Really great.
Just across the board, it was like great. The central core cast, awesome. Rishi Kapoor, of course. He passed away a few years ago.
Oh no.
Yeah, he passed away in 2020.
Oh.
And so all of them, the core cast, Dipal Kapadia, fantastic.
Amazing.
And then all the cameos, there was just like so much fun to see. And they saved the best for last, which was Shah Rukh.
Right.
They didn't quite capture it as much here, other than like the reaction to his presence
is just like immediate and visceral.
You get it. The dialogue he had. He has a charm that the film didn't quite capture. It's not that big of a deal. But like Shah Rukh Khan's charm is insane town. Insane, his charm. Like he's you watch him just kind of like in interviews. David Letterman interviewed him.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
on what's it called? My Next Guest Does Not Need an Introduction.
Needs no introduction. Yeah.
So you can find Shah Rukh Khan
I'll have
there.
to check it out. Yeah.
And he's just such a charming dude. And so
he seems like he's got just a lot of charisma.
He does.
I mean, just even based off of that scene, which, like you said, didn't like necessarily show the full extent of it, but he seems like he's just like one of those guys that is immediately comfortable with whatever situation he's in, and like anybody he's talking to.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
And obviously, it's biased, but I enjoyed Amir Khan at the top of the movie. It was a very pleasant surprise. But it kicked things off just like that, where like
really
every few minutes you saw someone else. It's like, oh my gosh, like that person. How many people are in this movie?
I think I had just as much fun watching this film as I did watching you react to every single cameo that came on screen.
The style of shot choices and the editing, I think, was very cohesive.
Yeah.
And I think that it worked very well in facilitating bringing us into this world. It had just enough flair and creativity to it without drawing attention to itself. Because, you watch something like, I don't know, Michael Bay. It's a terrible example, but it's like flair, style over substance, right?
Yes.
Whereas there was just enough style in here that it kind of caught me by surprise. Like, for instance, when he's at the dinner with his friends and the grandfather clock comes up, camera pans, and he's in a new room.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah.
The shot transitions and sort of the creative transitions they used, really interesting and
subtle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We even said it when that shot happened. Both of us were like, oh, wow, they're in a different room entirely already. And like it took you a really long time to realize what had happened, which I think is really beautiful. If you're going to do creative things cinematically like that, is you want to trick the viewer's eye. You don't want it to be like, hey, look at this obvious trick I'm doing. Like the best cinema trick and the best cinematography tricks are the ones that you just do not notice until it's already gone by.
There was this interesting moment towards the end of the film, after Farhan Akhtar's film was like a huge success, where Rishi Kapoor gets a phone call from Hrithik, and it's like, now he wants to work with you. And that's just how the industry is. The biggest thing is, like, you can't take anything personally. Yeah. Like, it's just, it is what it is.
It's the movie business.
That's the rough part of it that you kind of just have to accept. It's like, you know, you see in the movies sometimes where like the killer almost murders someone and he's like, sorry, it's just business. It's like, you almost murdered me though. And it's like,
exactly.
That phrase is like more real in the film industry than anywhere else. It's like, it's just business, dude. You just got to take it on the chin and keep moving forward, and that's just life. And the film depicts that, I feel like, very accurately. And like the dissatisfaction that you kind of feel at the end, this completely contrasts what you'll find in Bollywood, generally speaking, with the happy ending. Like she doesn't have anybody else at the end. There's no other guy to kind of swoop in and save her. She's just on her own. The one thing I wish came out of this film was maybe a little bit more of an arc for him, because at the end he was the same person. Yeah. He's just a worse version of himself at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like he started out so sweet and charming in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And like he clearly had that charisma, but then he started using it to advance himself rather than just like, you know, being a good boyfriend and things like that. But you're right. You don't necessarily get any sort of comeuppance for him other than losing her. Yeah. Losing Sona.
Yeah.
And like that comes so close to the end, and then it really just focuses on her blossoming that you're like, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Was she the main focus of the film, or was it Vikram?
Well, that's the great thing, man. It subverts your expectations. And it subverted my expectation in a way that was much more successful than my experience with Sicario.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Sicario?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that subverted my expectation in the worst possible way. I loved the movie up until then.
Right.
And here, it's like, oh, I see. Like, okay, so Farhan Akhtar was just a vehicle to, okay, now I get it.
Right.
And,
it was...
They did just enough that I understood what the point was, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we were supposed to come back to her at the end. I just wish they tied up that end with him
a little bit more.
Just a little bit more, yeah. I just like, what, is he happy? Is he unhappy? Like, where's he at? Because the way it's painted, it's like, he's gonna get over her.
Yeah.
He's gonna be all right.
Like, he's gonna have a rough time right now. But like, he's got 3 more movies in the books now.
Exactly.
He's a huge star. He has his face on the billboard. He'll be fine.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it overall. I thought it was a fantastic film.
Really great.
Zoya Akhtar just doesn't disappoint, man. So thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Javi Koei. This is
Michael Boose.
Peace out.